All right. Question 1. Which one you got for that one? A. Less than or equal to. Can't spend more than your budget, but you can spend up to it. A is correct. Question number 2. Same type of thing. It says select all. I have 4 answers for that one.
4?
Yep.
I got 3.
B works.
B, C, F.
C, D, and F. Number of scoops of lemonade powder equals the number of cups of water. Question 3. What does each variable represent?
Y,
X is, what do you got for X?
number of patients.
Number of patients. Y,
Appointment time.
length of appointment. Yep. What does the expression X times Y represent?
The appointment, length, and the number of patients has to be equal or
Yeah.
less than 8.
Number of patients times length of appointments. Basically, if you are a doctor, the number of people you see times how long the average takes cannot be over. You gotta have your book closed, Jackson. You can't just write these answers down. Goodness. Okay, the doctor's working 8 hours a day. It can't be more than 8 hours. Okay, so that is the doctor's work time, basically. Has to be less than 8. Question number 4, write inequalities. You're gonna have to do one like this on your test today. What do you got?
Well, don't we have to write the variable?
You do? What do you got? What'd you use?
P equals plywood.
P for plywood,
W for wood.
W for wood planks,
Yeah. And Q equals like quarts of paint.
quarts of paint. Now, it doesn't say how many to write, so maybe 2, 3 of them would be fine. What do you got?
0.70 P is greater or equal to 60.
I don't like that. Because the amount you get doesn't really depend on the price of it. So if you're going to do that, the amount of plywood just has to be at least, so that should be greater than or equal to 60. You wouldn't have the 0.7 there. You could do same for the wood planks. Quarts of paint is between 1 and 2. You know, you can list quite a few there.
Where'd you get 12 from for W? Shouldn't it be 32? Or 36?
At least 36, yeah. Sorry. Now that's plenty. Obviously, if you use different letters, it's going to be a little different as well. But 2 or 3 is fine. Question 5, I have D for that one. Solve for H. So take everything times 3 first, and then divide by pi r squared. Question number 6. The most important part here of the unit is being able to solve this, especially without graphing. That means your work needs to be shown. You will have one of these on your test today as well. One is graphing is allowed. One is you need to show your work. Okay, so if there's no work shown, I can't give you credit because then you just graphed it. So question A, elimination or substitution, don't matter to me. What do you want to do?
Elimination.
Okay, so let's take the bottom times -1 then, or you could just subtract it. 2x minus 2x, x's are eliminated. 3y minus 4y is -y. 5 minus 9 is -4, so y is 4. There's half your answer. Plug that back into either equation. Top or bottom, which one do you want? Top, so 2x plus 3 times y, you just told me y is 4, 3 times 4 is 12, and now you just solve. Subtract 12, divide by 2. -3.5 or 4, and 4. 3.5 would be fine as well, negative. Next one. Looks like we can add immediately to eliminate the y's. And I'm going to get 4 over 6, 2/3 plus 2/3. It's not 4 over 6. It's 4 over 3. 4 over 3x, 7/3 plus 1. 7/3 plus 3/3. 10/3? How do I get x by itself? Divide by 4/3 or multiply by the reciprocal. 10 over 4, which reduces to 5 over 2. If you want a decimal, 2.5. Fraction's gonna make this one easier though. 5 over 2, plug it in, top or bottom? I'm gonna go top because I don't want to worry about the negative y. So 2/3 times 5 over 2 plus y equals 7/3. Multiply fractions together, 2's cancel, I get 5/3 plus 4 equals 7 over 3. How do I get rid of the positive 5/3? Subtract it. 7/3 minus 5/3 is 2/3. Question 7. Explain why this one is also true. Amy? Why is 7 also true? Samantha?
I just said because they added.
Yeah, all they did was added these together. Added the x's, you get 9x. Added the y's, you get 10y. Add the 8 and 34, you get 42. You added everything together. And you added them correctly. 8, you can just plug in the first one for x, second one for y. You could plug it in the graph at this one if you'd like. I got letter B.
It's C. I dropped it. It's C.
Really?
Yeah, C.
Anybody get B? Everybody you got B?
Well,
Yeah.
put it in the decimals, it's C. I don't see it.
All right. I will have to check that. My key has B written down there. I will check them when we're done. Question 9. Which one has exactly one solution? So we would have to get a different slope. If you divide this one by 2, you get a different slope. So that one is C. And how many solutions does this last one have? Well, if you solve for y, let's see, 10 over 8. You get different slopes. So that means you will have one solution, again, y, different slopes.